Greetings, Cosmos, and welcome to Bloodborne. After getting bizarrely lost in Yahar'gul, I decided to take over Cainhurst Castle, or at least try it again. As you can guess by my change in gear, I've already died against this boss a few times. It's getting better. You can't solve the problems now. You can alleviate your problems, but solving them? Not gonna happen. So I just need to get better at I just need to get better at fighting this boss. And I have been getting better at fighting this boss. Just fighting. I missed it. This way. Oh, I never did it on that attack. Yeah. Oh wow, he's using these combos before doing his base. Did he break? Did he break? He broke for a second. Oh no. Am I going to win because he keeps breaking? Well, it's cheesy as all get out, but I'll take it. Well, if I manage to eke out a win. Okay. Nope. Okay. Really? Okay, this. Okay, and I've gotten about this far before when I just kind of failed. Whatever. I feel terrible because I won because of the boss breaking, and I don't know how I caused it to break. But whatever. Victory complete. Prey slaughter. Whew, that stressed me out. So, lighting a lantern. Crown of Illusions. I got stuff. I should read it to you before I continue on. Let's see. Tiny Tenetris. Tenetris is a unique weapon crafted by Archibald. Archibald? The infamous eccentric of the Healing Church workshop. This is a similar Morningstar mace that utilizes quicksilver bullets. When struck into the ground, it recreates the blue sparks that are said to surround the dark beasts. Like Archibald's masterpiece, this too is a superb conductor of the powerful blue sparks. And this requires an arc stab 25 and consumes 6 quicksilver bullets to use. Now what else did I get? Ah, yes, the upper cathedral key. Key to the upper cathedral ward. Seal. Okay, I misread that as exit somehow. The key to the upper cathedral ward seal. The upper echelons of the healing church are formed by the school of Mensis, based in the unseen village, and the choir occupying the upper cathedral ward. This key brings one a step closer to the choir. A step closer. This doesn't directly give access to the choir. That's interesting. And then my new hat, which I have to wear in order to move on with Castle Cainhurst. The Crown of Illusions. One of the precious secrets of Cainhurst. The old king's crown is said to reveal illusions and expose a mirage that hides a secret. And so Logarius donned the crown of his own volition, determined to prevent a single soul from stumbling upon the vile secret. What visions did he see, sitting serenely upon his new throne? Alright, so... Oh, okay, this is just the way back. Woo! I am so bad at finding that boss, and yet I am so sad that... Oh, wearing the crown and approaching this place causes this to happen. Well, here we are. Cainhurst Castle. Okay, and so this was originally Tomb Prospector Hood. Alright. So.
I claim no subjects, but here lieth our throne. Kneel afore us, or get thee gone.
Wow, all these statues. All of these statues. And, oh, what is this? Unopened summons. And a lantern. Anyway, I've mentioned before that Cainhurst contains the key to two, not just one, but two oath runes. Let's see here. Oh, there's the unopened summons. Old unopened summons calling someone to Cainhurst. An old sealed summons. Like the first of its kind, it is an invitation to Cainhurst, but for whom is not known, as it lacks an addressee. Yeah, you know, I'm just going to dress in as ridiculous a manner I can to, because something. So, let's see here. A crown, a noble dress, executioner clothing. There, that ought to tick off the queen.
Visitor. Moon-scented hunter.
What does
I
that say?
am Annalise, Queen of Castle Cainhurst. Ruler of the Vile Bloods, and sworn enemy of the Church. Yet our people are murdered, and we are prisoner to this wretched mask. What is it thou art in search of?
I guess I'll swear an oath to the Vile Bloods.
Well.
Give me power.
An odd hunter thou art indeed. We've tired of these piteous nights. Share in our plight, and take oath against the Church. If thou wouldst this path walk, I prithee, partake of my rotted blood.
Okay.
Very well. Drink deep of our blood. Feel the spreading corruption burn. Now, thou art too a vile blood. We two, the very last on this earth.
I got corruption and the Cainhurst badge. And also respect. I have learned respect. So this works kind of like the traditional Dark Souls covenants in that you collect a thing, in this case via PvP, and then offer it to the Queen.
We await thy return, for the honor of Cainhurst.
So, let's dress less ridiculously. Tomb Prospector. Tomb Prospector. Okay. So let's have a look at our new oath rune. Corruption rune, symbol of the vile blood oath. Continuous healing near death +1. So when I am below a certain health threshold, I recover 1 HP every 2 seconds. Woo! But the true value of this rune is when you destroy hunters, including NPC hunters, although I have not tested this with the standard hunter enemies of the Hunter's Nightmare. Anyway, when you destroy such hunters, you can collect blood dregs, which you then offer to the Queen. To what end, I don't know. A secret symbol left by Carol, runesmith of Bergenworth. Several runes contain a nuance of blood, including the rune of corruption, associated with the oath of the corrupt. Pledgers to this oath are Cainhurst Vilebloods, hunters of blood who find dregs for their queen in cold blood, particularly in that of hunters. Yet the corrupt are heretics in the eyes of the church, and thus subject to the wrath of the executioners. Oh, right, I also got a badge. Spark Hunter. Cainhurst badge. Badge of the Royal Guards of Cainhurst. Badge of the Royal Guards of Cainhurst. Loyal guardians of the Vileblood Queen Annalise. The Vilebloods are hunters of blood, and hunt prey as they search for blood dregs. The hunter who joins them is faced with a decision, to merely borrow their strength, or to become one of them, heart and soul. Oh, so this is telling me, hey, you joined the Vilebloods. So are you going to simply borrow their strength, or join them heart and soul? Frankly, I'm here to take over Castle Cainhurst for myself. But killing the Queen myself won't do him good, so just come back.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? Very well. Let me step.
Alright, now boost my health some more. Whoops. And then bow. Now, let's see here. Oh, alright, I can't go to the Grand Cathedral because of the Bloody Crow of Cainhurst. Wait, Annalise said that we were the only Vilebloods left. What of the Bloody Crow of Cainhurst? Is the Bloody Crow not one of the Vilebloods? Is that what's happening? The Bloody Crow isn't a member of the Vilebloods? I don't know. This bears investigation. So, Cathedral Wall. There is someone I need to visit now that I have this unopened summons. Yes. Alright. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Huh. Right. 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 I want to go here. I was going to go somewhere completely different, but then I realized that no. No. The man I am looking for dwells here.
Oh, good to see you safe. Now, let's think up something to discuss. Just tell me what piques your interest.
So, Alfred, with regards to your offer to cooperate, I finally have something I can give you in exchange for everything you've done for me.
Aha! Is that the sigil of Cainhurst? I've heard tell of Cainhurst nobles and their amusingly pompous invitations. Wonderful. I thank you profusely. I will depart immediately, but first, a token of my gratitude.
Ooh, the Wheel Hunter badge. Thank you. Oh, and also how to bow like a man.
Ah, I feel my master's hand at work.
About that.
Praise the good blood. And let us cleanse these tarnished streets.
Okay, so, Wheel Hunter badge. From the church's secret workshop. Master Logarius led a band of executioners, and this badge was crafted at their dedicated workshop. The wheel symbolizes righteous destiny. Their workshop was a secretive enclave of mystical beliefs and heady fascination which served as the backbone of the executioner's unique brand of justice. Oh, you're probably noticing that I have poison knives equipped, and you might be wondering why. I forgot to stock up on regular throwing knives, and I wanted something to pelt Logarius with during his phase transition. But he never did that for some reason, and that caused him to glitch up like no one's business. And I feel kind of dirty for having won the fight due to his glitching, but I'm not very good at fighting him, so I'll take what win I can get. Oh, right. I can now mark Cainhurst off of my
Master,
list of things to come.
I've done it. I've done it. Smashed and pounded and grounded this rotten siren into fleshy pink pulp. There, you filthy monstrosity. What good's your immortality now? Try stirring up trouble in this sorry state. All mangled and twisted, with every inside on the outside for all the world to see.
Alfred, you worry me.
Oh, you, is it?
Yes, me.
Look at this. Thanks to you, I've done it. Well, isn't it wonderful? Now Master can be canonized as a true martyr. I've done it. I have.
Oh, roar. You've taught me a lot, Alfred.
I've done it.
Queenly flesh. I have a piece of queen here. The remains of Annalise, vile-blood queen of Cainhurst. This pinkish lump of flesh remains warm as if cursed. All hail the undying queen of blood. Well, Alfred, nice knowing you. Wow, he seems like such a nice fellow, but he harbored such a thing in his heart. Alright, now, I mentioned Cainhurst being key to 2 oath runes. Time to go for the second. Yes. The second oath rune. And then I want to do an experiment. Yes. Loading, loading, alright. How you holding up there? That reminds me. So, here's what the female church bow looks like. What does the male church bow look like? The arms are a little bit lower. It feels less formal. Curse you, healing church. I thought you were beyond this sort of sexism. Oh well. I've torn apart pretty much every piece of the healing... Well, every member of the healing church I've encountered, so... Let's see here. What's shooting at me? Normally I care, but I have business. Yes, business. Yep, here's Alfred's corpse. He committed suicide right where I first found him. And I have the Radiance rune. Alright, well then. Let's be on our way. I need to buy more of these, more of these. Yes. Bold hunter's marks. Some people think it's odd that the mark of the bold hunter is a thing that allows you to retreat. But I think that's just a weird thing about the way it's named. It's actually the hunter's mark, bolded. So, first things first, you there, I would like to purchase some things. Like the bold hunter's mark. Also, there's a ton of new armor available. Really, really expensive armor. I mean, this helmet costs me about 3 levels to purchase. The odd helmet worn by the band of executioners commanded by the martyr Logarius. The conical gold helmet, symbol of the executioners, represents luminosity, ambition, and an unflagging resolve to face impurity, staring it down with stern, golden spirit. As the great Logarius once said, acts of goodness are not always wise, and acts of evil are not always foolish. But regardless, we shall always strive to be good. But he never defines what good is, so they basically define good and evil as we are the good guys, you are the evil people. Now let's fight. Let's see. Okay. Cainhurst helmet. Silver helmet worn by the royal guards who protect Annalise, Queen of the Vilebloods at Cainhurst Castle. This paper-thin silver armor is said to deflect blood of ill intent, and is what allows the royal guards to capture prey for their beloved queen, so that one day she may bear a child of blood. Silver armor worn by the royal guards who protect Annalise, Queen of the Vilebloods at Cainhurst Castle. Silver gauntlets worn by the royal guards who protect Annalise, Queen of the Vilebloods at Cainhurst Castle. Silver leggings, etc. Well, since I still have some cash left over, let's invest in blood vials. I'm ready to run those. The doll is asleep. Alright, Oath Rune. Radiance. A secret symbol left by Carol, runesmith of Bergenworth. The rune for radiance, adopted by the sworn executioners under Logarius' command. The executioners despise the impure vile bloods, and no matter what the circumstances, would never cooperate with the bloodthirsty hunters who serve the undead queen, Annalise. Oh, so, fun fact. If you are wearing corruption or radiance as your oath rune, and you either call for help or get called for help, and the person you're interacting with online has the other rune, you're going to be hostile. Like, you're not going to be able to help them. You're going to have to engage in PvP or just leave. You can't send the person you summoned away, but if you get summoned, I'm pretty sure you can leave. So, yeah, that's interesting. So, time for an experiment. Yes, let us enter the Hunter's Nightmare. And hopefully not get our faces wrecked by the wild hunters here. Like, I know that standard NPC hunters, you know, who you fight once and they're gone forever, will drop blood dregs if you kill them with this rune. Oh right, I forgot to tell you about what the Radiance Oath rune does. It recovers, or increases the amount of HP recovered when you use blood vials. Cool, huh? So every oath rune does a thing in addition to having plot significance, I suppose. Ow! Jerk! I guess I'm gonna kill you to see if I can find blood dregs in your body. And now you're swinging that wicked weapon. Okay, no, these do not drop. Well, that is good to know. I didn't know where to go to read about whether this happened, but there we go. So, I'm not totally certain because the Radiance rune doesn't say how much HP recovery you get increase with its rune, but I suspect that the impurity and corruption runes are deliberately weaker than, say, radiance and the rune that Eileen has, because speaking of which, because they do other things. Their primary purpose is something else. Like the Radiance rune, I'm pretty sure its primary purpose is better healing, and the Eileen's rune, I'm pretty sure its primary purpose is boosted stamina recovery. So impurity and corruption have fairly weak effects, like plus 2% max HP when you're engaging in co-op, but when you beat a boss, well, while you're co-oping with that rune equipped, you get vermin. Corruption, really weak effect. You recover 1 HP every 2 seconds or so when you're low on HP. But you find blood dregs in hunters, especially NPC hunters and PvP stuff. Alright, so let us ascend. I'm just going to spend the rest of this video trying to fight the Bloody Crow of Cainhurst. Yeah, that's my plan. I'm not going to try the poison knives because right now they're rather precious to me. I only have 20 of them and I want them for a certain boss. Hey Eileen. I'm going to cast my life away once more at the Bloody Crow of Cainhurst. If I came here wearing the Corruption rune, I'm sure that the Bloody Crow would drop blood dregs once I won. But as for now... Oh, yes. The Bloody Crow is wielding the Chicago, which causes continuous damage when transformed. Ow! Ow! Oh, geez.